Well, good afternoon. I'm going to do a little short video today. What we're wanting to do is I want to put a power jack on my camper, make it a little easier than all that hand cranking. So here's the jack that I bought, PT2 Next Generation Power Tongue Jack, 3,500 pound capacity. It came with not a whole lot. I mean, it came with the jack itself, as you can see. It came with a hand crank. I guess that's, you know, in case your battery were to die on you. The bottom plate, which is where it'll set, came with 3 bolts and a locking pin for the bottom plate here. I'm noticing that there's no wire connector to go on to the battery. So I'm thinking I'm going to go get into my toolbox and see if I can find a connector that'll fit this. We'll see. The one advantage I have is I've got it hooked to my truck, so I can just jack the old one up, loosen everything, and take it off. I won't have to put it up on blocks or any of that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go get my toolkit, some wrenches, come back. We'll take the old one off, and I'll see if I can find a wire connector in my toolbox and come back here in a few minutes and we'll do a little video. Okay, so I've taken the 3 bolts loose, pretty simple. 3 bolts, 1/2 inch, taking them out. Now we can lift the old jack right out. So there is the old jack, and we'll go ahead now and set the new one in place, bolt it down, and I'll come back to you in just a couple of minutes. Pretty simple, easy thing to do. Okay, at this point all I did was go ahead and set it in place, and we've got 3 bolts, and I've got a 1/2 inch socket set here, and I've already tightened all 3 of these down pretty good. But I put a last little snug on those. So that's all there is to it. So the next step was taking our wire and connecting it to our positive on the battery. As you can see, I've just run it down underneath here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some zip ties and pull it up really nice and tight so I don't have anything dragging down. And then we'll test it here in a minute. Well, as you can see, we've went ahead and I've taken zip ties and wired it here at the top, and I wired it here at the bottom. I ran it under the propane tanks. I zip tied it there to the power cord, and then I came around, zip tied it right in here, zip tied it right here, so to the frame, and then bring it right on up. So then we'll take our cover that we do for our battery, and we'll put this battery cover right back over it. Put our cords in place. It's on, and then I'll strap my battery back down tight so that the box can't move. So let's see if it says it's on here, and you know, it looks like to me that there's a light. So I think we have power. With that being said, I think now we'll put the jack down. kind of slow, but I think that's the way these things work. They're not quite as fast as the hand crank sometimes, but sure a lot easier on your back. So I'm thinking that this was a success. We shall see here in a second. Okay, trailer's lifting. Easy peasy, man. I am loving that. Piece of cake. It probably took me 20-25 minutes, and it's all set. Easy done. We're finished with it. So if you like the video, share it, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe. We've got all kinds of helpful videos going on. I'm going to do a whole video in a series here on going down south to Gulf Shores here a week or two ago. But if you like that, like I said, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. We're going to put some brand new fenders on this camper here in a few minutes. So we'll have another video out probably next 2 or 3 days. Have a good afternoon, everybody.